This is Jeffrey Mark, the Lucy book. What can you share about Lucy?
Her intelligence. I don't think people talk enough about how innately she had to be intelligent. She's the greatest comedy actress ever. She's not a comedian. She didn't do stand-up. She didn't create shtick on her own. She took a script and did it better than anybody else in the world. So A, you have to be a genius, and B, you got to be really smart. And when I interviewed her, it impressed me how smart she was, how articulate she could be. When you talked about her comedy and went into what she actually did, the great answers I got that turned out to be a book.
And of course, when you think about diversity, I mean, she had her husband on the show. This is like very trailblazing at that point in time, right?
You know, CBS didn't originally want Desi Arnaz because they felt that a Cuban married to a white girl was a mixed marriage. Let's go a step farther, because what people maybe don't know is that behind the scenes, Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball hired Jewish people, gay people, African Americans. They made no publicity about it. They just were an open door. If you were good at what you did, they didn't care what you were. They only cared, do you have talent and can we pay you to use it?
Lucille Ball is my favorite today. The best comedian, hands down. The best show, hands down. Her and her whole crew, Ricky and Fred and Ethel, the best. Whoever put I don't even know who put the cast together, but they did the best job ever. That was the template of comedy. And the best episode was definitely the Vitamin Better, and the one where she was jumping around in the grapes.
That was awesome. It stands the test of time.
You laugh today like it just came out. I watch it now, and you laugh like it's your first time ever seeing it. That's true talent. Oh my goodness.
You're an actor yourself, so looking at Lucy's stuff and what she's done, as an actor, what do you take away from that if you're in that position to do comedy? What do you glean from her performances?
I just say just be in the moment. Just don't be afraid to try anything. Especially in comedy, you should go over the top. You should just do what you feel. And if it's genuine, the audience is they're gonna feel it.
Now, what about physical comedy? Are you gonna do that at some point?
Yeah.
That looks so dangerous.
I love physical comedy. Jackie Chan does physical comedy. Of course, Lucy did.
Down like that?
I love it. It's stunts, but
It's great.
I'm an actor. I'm gonna do it.
Put it out there. Physical comedy coming up.
Yeah, comedy's good. Ro Brooks does comedy as well as drama. Yeah.
So what's new on your plate? What's happening?
Oh, I'm on Shameless right now. Finished up on the Haves and Have-Nots, and I went to Shameless, and we just finished the 9th season.
IG for everyone, social media, Instagram. Where do we find you?
Ro Brooks _ on Instagram, and Ro Brooks on everything else, Facebook, Twitter. Yeah.
And guys, Ro Brooks is the style man tonight, okay? I just can only say, from the jacket to the white shirt to the jeans to the shoe to the beard to the hat to the glass. I mean, what can I say? Like, style icon. Let's do it. Good to see you. Thank you. It's all about Lucy tonight. And I need to know your thoughts on the impact this amazing woman had on our industry and on us as women.
Well, of course, everyone loves I Love Lucy. At least, I grew up with I Love Lucy, and her timing was impeccable. I love comedy. That's what I love to do best. And my character, Esther, has that kind of comic kind of thing, so I studied Lucille Ball, and she's really, really something, and of course she was so powerful and so well known, and she was ahead of her time, and she definitely has paved the way for the rest of us. So.
And I've read so many interesting stories. I had no idea the power she had and the things that she demanded from the studios at a time where we couldn't demand anything.
Right. And, you know, but she and Desi were a force to be reckoned with. And I will never forget them. And they're timeless. I Love Lucy episodes are timeless. I don't care how many years later, and new generations watch it, and they still laugh. Even how, you know, the generations are now maybe not even dealing with the stuff that Lucy dealt with, but still, you just look and you laugh, and she makes you smile, and the way things are right now, that's a good thing.
What is your favorite Lucy episode?
Oh, I love that whole thing where, you know, they were trying to do the sound, you know, we're going around Vita Vita Vegemin. So that, you know, of course it's classic, and it's always been one of my favorites. And then with Vivian Vance, I mean, just all of them. They were just such a team, and they're so good.
Yes. Well, guys, of course, it's all about Lucy tonight.
Yes.
And you know, the question on the carpet, the impact this woman had. So, your thoughts on that?
I mean, Lucy's the most famous redheaded comedian in the world, so I just grew up loving her. I want to follow in her footsteps in any small way that I can. I think she's amazing. She gives me freedom to use my expressive face, and I just think Lucy's a badass woman. She did it all. She was the first head of a studio, too, so many amazing things that she did. She was a trailblazer.
And you?
She basically said everything, so it didn't leave much for me, but I love Lucy, and I sort of try to find my own, so redheaded comedian.
It's amazing what she did. I mean, the studio, hiring people with diversity, and bringing her husband on and fighting for him to be on the show. They didn't even want him to be on the show, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's major. Usually it's the other way around. So a woman sticking her neck out for a man, that's amazing. She did a lot of great things in Hollywood, and she deserves to be honored, and we're just grateful to be here today to celebrate Lucy.
Celebrate Lucy.
Yes!
Celebrate Lucy.
All right.
Quickly, favorite episodes if you have one. I mean, there's so, I know, there's a lot. What's yours?
I like the winemaking, grape stomping episode.
yes.
I mean, that's just classic.
That is a classic, and when he said that, I was like, yeah, that's a good one. I mean, the chocolates are really, but there's so many where Lucy's just scheming. There was one where she was trying to get herself to perform at the club, and Ricky was
yeah, that was
not
great.
privy to that. Yes.
Oh, yes, what is it?
Yes,
Great.
I love that episode.
I want to go back and go home and see all Lucy's episode again.
Nick at Night all the time. So good. It holds up today. I mean, such a great show.
Before you leave, obviously, good things are happening. So tell us the good things that are happening, and then the social media so fans can find you, follow you, and stay in touch. The good things that are happening is?
Good things that are happening. We are having our first child in July, so we're very excited, and we don't know the gender. We could have a little Ricky or a little Lucy. We don't know. I'm Amy Paffrath at Amy Paffrath, and this is my husband.
Drew Seeley at Drew Seeley. Everywhere.
You look amazing. Thank you so much for being here, and keep loving Lucy.
Thank you.
We love Lucy. Thanks.
Yes.